we are going to continue with grammar, idioms and proverbs, that chapter, and one thing I'm just going to be rectifying, okay, that is from the chapter sentences, right? As you all can see, I'm wearing a mask. You can understand that though this room is empty for now, I can open the mask any moment, but I just want to remind you how important it is for us to protect ourselves during this time. And since the festival time is coming, many of you might be planning on going outside the home, okay, outside your home. But always remember, you should put on a mask, a proper mask, and you should always carry a sanitizer with yourself. You should keep yourself healthy, keep your family also healthy. Remind everybody whom you see, they may be grown-ups as well, who are forgetting to wear masks, that they should wear masks. And if you are in a social setting, remember to keep at least 3 meters distance between any other person, okay, with you and anybody else. So do not forget these things. These are very important in these times of crisis. Okay, so just to remind you how important it is, I just put on the mask for your benefit. We have been putting on masks all the time, except when we are taking classes, because we are taking the classes in an empty space where there is nobody else present. Okay, students. So now I'm going to begin our grammar lesson. Okay, so take out your grammar book, everybody. Yes, you can write your answers on your own. Please do write it. Do write the answers on your own. Of course, I'll be providing you the answers as well. But if you write it before, that's very good. And you should give it to me for submission. You should submit it to me in my mail. Yes, chapter 10. That's what I said, Shampurna. There were some problems in one of the answers which I gave you. So I'll be rectifying that problem, and then I'll be starting the chapter idioms and proverbs. I have already started it a little bit. Then I will tell you in the e-portal, okay? Shaptor shall repeat it again. I think I have written it so many times. Why don't you check the e-portal chat box? You will find it. Else I'll just tell you again in the e-portal. Okay? So today, before I continue any further, take out page number 81 of your grammar book. Take out page number 81 of your grammar book. The chapter is sentences. Okay. The name of the chapter is sentences. So there was a question, that is question number 16. I had mistakenly marked it as complex sentence, but it's not actually a complex sentence. It's a simple sentence. Okay. I did not see the next part of the sentence. One of your friends, very good of her to find it out and let it be known to me. Okay. So she was uncomfortable because of dust allergy is actually a simple sentence. Because of dust allergy is not a clause. Okay, though the word because is there, it is not a clause, it's rather a phrase. Okay, so number 16 is a simple sentence. Other than that, all the answers are correct. Just rectify this answer, change it from complex to simple sentence. Alright students, do not forget to do that. Fine. So today I will be continuing with the chapter idioms and proverbs. I think you all have seen the YouTube video in which I have explained what an idiom is. They are the expressions which are used in the English language, and they convey something different than what their literal meaning is. Literal meaning, what is the meaning of literal meaning? Literal meaning means the meaning of the word as it is. Okay, and the original meaning of the idioms are something else. Okay, they are something else than their literal meaning. So your work is to study all the idioms and proverbs which are given in the chapter, all of them. 60 idioms are provided along with examples. All of them you have to memorize, because I think many of those idioms you already know about them, but there are many which you are not aware of. So you have to memorize all of them. And I have already solved the first two exercises, A and B of idioms. Do check it out in the YouTube video if you have missed already. Okay. And if you want me to repeat it, I can repeat it as well. So it's up to you, students. Today, and exercise number C is a homework which you have to find out from the chapter itself. Please repeat it. Okay, fine. So this exercise A and B, I am going to repeat it. Though I have already done it in one of your classes, I think 7 for I have done it. Anyway, it has also been uploaded in the YouTube channel. So first of all, let me tell you what an idiom is. An idiom is an expression in English which conveys a different meaning than the literal meaning. Okay. It is an expression which conveys a different meaning than its literal meaning. Okay, like a lot of idioms are there which we use in our regular speech, like say, we should face the ups and downs of life. This is a simple sentence. Ups and downs of life means the good parts of our life, the good days and the bad days, the difficulties and as well as the success. Your success and your failure, all the tumultuous times that you have in your life, you should face it. So ups and downs of our life, when I'm saying this, it does not mean that the life is an object which goes up and comes down like that. No, it means something else. It means the success and the failure of life. Okay, or rather the good times of our life as well as the bad times of our life. So like this, ups and downs and many other things are there which are used in the English language as idioms. Okay, so let us start the first exercise of idioms. The first exercise, do it in the book. Just you have to match it. Match the idioms with the answers, with the word meanings which are there, the meanings of the idioms which are there. You just have to match it with them. The first one is with open arms. Number 1 is with open arms. It means with a warm welcome. Okay. So I'm just going to write the answer number. Number 1 with open arms means number E, with a warm welcome. Okay. Number 2, out of order means, obviously you all know about it, not in working condition. Number 3, a red letter day means a memorable day. Done. Number 4, in a nutshell means briefly. Number 5, to take pains means to make efforts. Are you all writing? Number 6, building castles in the air means daydreaming. Daydreaming. Number G. Okay. Till 6 all of you have written. Number 7, to give up means to stop trying. This is also very common. All of you should know this. Number 8, in vogue means in fashion. Okay. In fashion. That is number I. Number 9, at the 11th hour means at the last moment. Number H. Number 10, bring out means to reveal clearly. Okay, that is number J. Done? All of you have written? All of you have completed the work? Okay. Completed the work, all of you? Can we proceed to the next exercise which is there? Fine. So, the next exercise is again very easy. You do it in your book itself. Write the fill in the blanks answer from the the different idioms which are given in the box, please attempt it on your own. After you complete it on your own, then you can check the answers from the ones I am writing on the board. Okay, please attempt it on your own. Republic Day is... All of you don't look at the board right now, do it on your own. I'm sure that you would be able to write the answers. Till number 8, all of you have checked. Can I rub the board? Very good, Chaptoshi. Okay, do one thing. Here, write number 4, write without rhyme or reason. Though this is also correct, what was written is also not wrong, but this is more appropriate. And here you write once and for all. Both situations are leaving jobs situations, but in this one, I was dismissed from my job without rhyme or reason. That means without any giving any proper reason, my employers dismissed me. And here number 11, she left the job once and for all means on her own will. Though the one which I wrote previously was also not wrong, in that case without rhyme or reason will come in number 12. Alright, let me know your decision in black and white. Understood, students? Number 4 and number 11, this will be more appropriate. For number 4, without rhyme or reason will be more appropriate. And yes, through thick and thin means through any kind of difficult situations. Okay, that means through any kind of ups and downs of life. You can see the meaning is given in the book, I hope. So number 4 and number 11, you can interchange the answer. Without rhyme or reason can also be appropriate number 11. Once and for all can also be appropriate here, but this is more probable. Okay, students, so exercise number C, you have to do it as a homework, exercise C and D, because you have to make sentences. Now, when does the class gets over? 10:25. 10:20. Okay, then our class time is over. Students, have a great time during the Durga Puja festival, but always remember what I told you in the beginning. Do not forget that this situation has not diminished at all. Okay, the situation is as difficult as it was before, because we have not come up with a vaccine which is given. So all of you should wear masks, all of you should interact, but in a responsible manner. I'm not asking you to stop having fun, but do that in a responsible manner. You all have a good knowledge about what to do and what not to do. Okay, so happy puja all of you, and do let me know if you have any difficulty in the portions that we have done. Thank you, students. Bye.